I missed the 5 subs. Thank you. Very wonderful of you. Much appreciated. Hope you enjoy the stream. I will definitely do another tracker. We're not watching. Alright. Igmok, thank you very much for the follow. Welcome. And Shadow, thanks again for the 5 subs. It's really, really wonderful of you. Alright. It's actually nice because you actually gave it to a bunch of people that are new, so. Alright. We had a good run, but I gotta slow down a little bit because I haven't been delaying things as much.
Can you sign this?
Okay.
No problem. Alrighty.
The new Thar C1 person. I didn't see Thar in there. It's Kenny Dubs, Rudelberg, Apulon, and I don't know Brad Shillington. So everybody at Thar is new. Nice, I guess. Yeah, Zix, so when are you coming back to 10 or 9 anytime soon? Yeah. Need to like mentally wake up a little bit.
Coming through. Hey! Hey!
Oh, okay, nice. Yeah, I didn't realize all you have to do is just post the live split times. You don't have to actually like post the time, like a full run, which makes sense. It's just I was like recording my runs and like starting to partition them off. How are your runs going, by the way? Mine are absolutely like horrendous.
These ones don't.
Oh, those are the good nights. Yeah, both of mine have been absolute trash. One was like 8 minutes behind, and the other was 10 minutes behind. Actually, 17 minutes behind, excuse me. Welcome back, Chris. This seems like almost the exact same run that I had before. Yeah, guten Abend, sleep well. Gute Nacht. I'm gonna lose so much time early game. I kind of am. I just said fuck it, I'm gonna do it with tracking. Do them both. I don't know, people seem to enjoy when I talk about it, so. One more hit at tracking, man. One more hit. Give him the preemptive Tros, though. The other one I was actually gonna be really satisfied with, but are there supposed to be like sin scales here? Plus, I can always turn off the tracker if I get, like, not bored of it, but, like, use the first, like, few bits if I really need to. For 5.
Hey. Hey. My old man?
Yeah. I actually killed an extra sin, accidentally killed an extra sin scale once, and it was pretty rough. All right, so I got 1, 2, 6, so I don't need. Nice. Guard. There we go. Has a sin scale kill? Really? To get a lightning seal? Sounds wonderful. I agree. Especially with especially when it's a second run or something, I'm just like, I don't want to reset. That's stupid. Honestly, if I think about it, I probably would have had a lot of really bad luck late game if, like, I was 30 seconds ahead, but that's just my own superstitions. Or crit. Woo-hoo-hoo! Double crit, baby. Let's go. Resetting just takes a lot. A lot of effort to reset everything and just go through all the fucking motions. Oh god, yeah. Yeah, no thank you. Not my deal. Like, I still have to deal with, like, 10-hour, like, 9-hour runs, 9.5-hour runs. Please, no. And I thought about learning an SG. Or I'm still thinking about it. Like, if I... Need to first. Can't kill one. To steal first, otherwise I won't get the drop that I want. Fine. But now hit Titus 1. Don't you suck? Fruit fly and it's driving me fucking nuts. Look at that nice preempt, though. So. And we're off. I'm pretty locked into that alarm guard, it looks like. Looks like I will miss a recorder ram, but... Alright. Alright, we're still looking good. Not gonna be too upset about this reset, I guess. Ow. Arm guard for sure. That's fine. We don't need a lightning steel. It's like convenient, but not like required. Would you say NSG is more fun though, Chris, in comparison? Like any percent once you've kind of learned it and got it down?
Hey, it's this way.
Definitely get 3 encounters, right? Yep. So, away, kill, kill.
What's the big idea?
Oh yeah, because you have to do like 70 encounters or something like that. That's kind of nutty. Just having to deal with that. Ay caramba! Let's go! No 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 no! Don't waste my time. Get the fuck out of here. Just under 150. Oh my god. Because it's like 70-something encounters, and it's like every 30 after that buffs. Is the expectation that you like one-shot... NSU refers to no sphere grid, Shadow. Yeah, I do remember watching you do a run, and I admittedly did not know the song. But yes, I did look it up and was like, apparently it's like one of the worst, like made, like it's considered one of like the worst songs ever or something like that. Worst songs ever made or something. It's British culture. That's assuming the Brits have culture, though. Chris, what's your opinion on what's that shit called? I literally just learned about it last night. Boval? I gotta find a picture of it. I check my Discords real fast. Hold on. Bovril? You speak fluent Spanish. Am therefore detached. You're more well-rounded than the typical Brit. I need to ask Crimson then. Crimson, come back. I need to know if you like Bovril, because it sounds nasty as shit. Yo hablo español, sí. Except, do you speak funny Spanish? Because, like, that's the, like, honestly, Spain Spanish drives me insane. They all fucking lisps. Like, why do you have a lisp? Just say it normally. You don't need to have a lisp. Alright, that's very aggressive. It's just, like, it's so weird to listen to. And it drives me nuts. Andalusian? Okay. That's like, is that close? That's close to like Seville and stuff, right? Which is cutting off half the words. Hey, Sancho, welcome back. How you doing? I'm not racist. I just that's like the. I have nothing against the Spanish language, except that Spaniards speak with a lisp, and it's annoying. Oh yeah, how is jury duty? Do you have a high-profile case? Or is it just like nothing? It's not yet. Yeah, it's don't. Suncheth. Don't make fun. I just can't. I can't handle the list, man. It drives me nuts. No, we're not going down this road. We need to, like, legit, we need to stop that. Not going down this road. I did unironically say that, but you started it. I blame chat. I blame everything on chat.
Over here.
Make sure I vote. Good thing I don't have a dating profile.
Where's that boat?
That boat. Ah, yes, got it. All right. Got a lot of Regoras. Glad I am taking all these counters then. 1, 4, 5, 7. Yep. Good English. Thanks, Chris. I have high hopes. I do. I don't hate it. Not really. It's just like, grosses me out.
Here comes.
Hey, Kurt. Thanks. You came at a very weird time, but I'm glad you enjoyed the GDQ run.
Not too shabby. Might make a good. A flyer.
They are, like, learning, like, Latin American Spanish versus actual Spaniard Spanish is very different. Yeah. Please don't take anything I've said the wrong way. But, yeah, a guy in the Shadow of the Colossus community, he's from Seville, and he's also half Spanish, British, or, like, his dad's from Britain. I think his mom is from the area.
Told you. If you can't beat them down, magic. Let's have our black. Loot.
Clueless, aren't? Spells of ice and ice beams are you.
I get fire and ice.
Lightning and water are a. This one here is a.
That's nice, though. I've heard that Spanish and Italian can be that way. I don't know how much about Spain Spanish or Andalusian Spanish, but just in general, I've heard it's very similar. Or... oh man, wow. Getting wrecked. Looking good. That's good.
A flyer.
True. Why don't we let our summer?
Interesting.
Your first real.
Show us what you're. Oh.
I'm saying interesting to Chris, and I'll read the other two as I do this. 1 second, guys. A lot of patience to speak English is something I won't get into, and the translation reads with very little help, and I had to pick up a bit of neuropsychological exam. Yeah, sounds about right. Probably a full story of the reason the Spaniards have the list was supposed to be because there was a king who spoke that way and people wanted to sound like him, so they did. Oh, that's very interesting, actually, Gert. Yeah, that makes a lot of sense, Miles, with like my understanding of healthcare and how it can be sometimes. Nice. All right. Give him the meats. I'm glad that kind of stuck. We can do a run one day where I like name all of the Aeons or something. That'd be fun. I feel like sort of a slow run, but not really a slow run.
I wanna.
Waka?
Come on, bud. It is, but we don't get to see it because of the cutscene remover. Titus first, or you know? Alright, this is already looking much better. Yeah. We didn't get to see it during GDQ either, which is honestly really sad. But that was kind of GD. I'll blame GDQ for that one, because it's a 4 AM run and they like put a really high price tag on it. So they're not thinking the street cred. We gotta have it be like a not today. Because at this rate I'm gonna be up until almost midnight, so I'm surprised you're even up still, Chris. To me, it's late. Like, I usually stay up until 1, but I like to decompress for a while after I get done with streaming and, like, whatever. So I'll be up, like, another hour, hour and a half. I know a lot of people on Twitch stay up pretty late, so... I saw the using a gator to shotgun, and you said, thank you. I lived in Florida for about 2 months, Riddle, in between moving from St. Louis to Charlotte. Crimson on Burley said he likes Marmite. Is Crimson from, like, Australia? And since Finn only, yeah, the fit itself is just, like, dumb. Tragically, oh, yeah, I lived in Tampa for about 2 months. And my mom still currently lives in St. Pete. Or right outside of St. Pete. Oh, okay. Sorry, I didn't know the difference. Is Marmite vegetable extract though, or is it beef extract? They're both equal. I haven't tried either of them. I think I've smelled Vegemite once, and I was like, yeast motherfucker. Thank you for the strong opinions, Crimson. I don't know the difference, man. I don't eat weird shit. It's already risen. That's a good point. Yes, attack Waka. Slash ban Miles the Wolf. That's funny. I enjoyed it. I like good banter in the stream. I have no power here. It's true. None of you have power. The only... It's funny because anytime my stream is busiest, like... I never have mods around. Really? Okay. I enjoy me some brewskis. Which just, it says nothing, but you know. Oh yeah, both. Oh my god. I can like both. Bevies or brewskis. Nothing's wrong with either word. That little number go up or down though? Do you? Do you? One don't hurt. Bevskis. That's it. I like that. Nice Bevski. That's next GDQ, Zik. Bevskis. Not bevies. Bevskis. Really drive Sunny and all them up the wall. Alright. I'm gonna get Banonix. Yellow Element Killer Bee. Ooh. Waka. Feel tired as shit. I'll probably wake up though in like 30 minutes after I fully digest my dinner. That's one problem with like eating in the middle of stream is that like I just die a little bit inside. Talk about Tango, talk about a bevy. Have you looked at the run anymore? I'm starting to really enjoy the game, honestly.
Kimari. What? Normally, it's as but when Aranso uses.
Hey!
Hey, Huckerburger, just a moment while I prep here. Oh, dude, thought you were awesome. Oh, thank you. Much appreciated. I do give a good rub if I say so myself. So I appreciate both. Yeah, dude, Tiamat was fun. Like at first I was like, damn, this is ass, and then I was like, wait a minute, this is awesome. I was having fun with it. I think I got a little bit tired last night from... oh my god, I'm talking again. Alright. Our podcast. Maybe the GDQ rub was good. Were you there to experience my rub?
Please.
What you're saying? Why? It's the second time I've done that though, where like I'm just like defend with Yuna. Yeah, Zik, when are we doing our 4 a.m. podcast about video games? We have a 6-hour video analyzing it. Because we're only the best. By that point, I need to have done some, like, FF7 speedruns to, like, round out my experience. Actually do what I promised that I would. Oh, nice crit. Okay, Rigor, kill me. Rigor. I get like 4 Rigoras out there. Yeah, the I actually do. I do speedrun intergrade, or I have. I shouldn't say do. It's not anything active right now, but I have speedrun intergrade before, and it's a lot of fun. Intergrade is super fun, and if they make Rebirth anything like that, it's gonna be a great time. I don't know why I found that so funny. That's so sad. Who's the runner, by the way? I'd be interested to watch their stream. You can feel free to post a link to their stream chat too. I don't mind. I'm not hardcore about any of that stuff. Some people are like, oh, I don't want to see other people's stuff in my... Whatever. Called it a botanical garden. Power sphere. Drop him a follow. I'll be checking it out. Are they fairly new to the run? I think that's really common for Japanese runners. Like, I've seen YouTubers have the same thing. Because, like, I know there's, like, a guy that used to run... Can I... Out of the Colossus. And he's really fucking good at the game. And he, like, streams, like... What is it now? Like, fighting games, mostly. And anything that gets said is read out loud. Kind of crazy. Played it on a PC? Nice. I still haven't touched it because I'm like I bought it all for my PlayStation, so because I can't wait. I have no patience. I actually do have a lot of patience, but just not for that kind of stuff. But yeah. Oh shit, I forgot. I work Friday morning. Fuck. Oh, actually no, I was planning on that. I completely okay. What am I talking about? Let's do Strangers Parade. What are we talking about? Oh, Creations played the DLC for the Final Fantasy VII Remake on PC. Oh, that's cool. I feel like that's very common with Japanese runners, that they just kind of like come up with their own routes. They're very dedicated to the cause. Oh, ramen. Gotta crash real hard. Yeah. Okay, Rigora, double Rigora.
I won't go so easy on you next time.
Hours of this, I'm gonna die.
I won't go so easy on you next time.
Now what? Need a good jolt?
Really?
Make way! I won't go so easy on you next time.
Preempt for Gora.
I'll be right back.
Save time. Titus, more food. What are you having, Kenny?
But someday, I'll make it up to you.
It's like 13 seconds or something like that. It's definitely not like anything like killing any time or anything that much. Would we speedrun this game? It's my favorite game of all time, and I wanted to speedrun a Final Fantasy after I saw Zik speedrunning a Final Fantasy 9, and I was like, I'll pick up 10. And then, yeah, things happened, bad things happened. And I started running the game. Kidding, but isn't 6? I feel like 6 is almost more of a basic opinion than 7 in some ways. But I admittedly just am like not a big fan of 2D Final Fantasies. Like, I don't know what it is, but I just can't get into them very much. Oh, yeah. Yeah. Oddly enough, for how much I do stream, like, people don't ask me, like, that question very often. I feel like I come off as, like, sort of aggressive. People are scared to ask me questions sometimes. They are the safe answers. Besides 10, probably 7. That was my first actual FF, though. Funnily enough, 9 is... It's not my least favorite. I don't know. I've only played 9 once, so I can't really comment on how it's a favorite. And say 10 too, and I will unfollow, so goddamn. Well, maybe it is 10 too. I'm just lying so that you don't think any less of me. Say 13. 13 was fine. 13-2 was better. That's always a fun argument. Eleven's still going. I didn't think they shut down the servers, but I wasn't sure if it was like still like very active or whatever. There was something funny about it from what I remember. Oh really? I would assume 13's really hard. Still adding monthly content. Who's responsible for that? That's insane. I've heard 11 is really good though. like for in terms of MMOs. Okay, Lulu, I'm gonna need you to not die. See, you see what I mean, Chris? Like, I should have also seed cannoned, but whatever. Now I'm off turn order. Whatever. Oh god. Been making dumb decisions as of late. This is losing me a lot of time. I don't know why I keep doing this. I forgot this is like the most we get to hear, like... Yeah, still adding monthly content, though. Like, what are they adding, though? That's the question.
Hey!
Just more grind, even better. Are we to like speed that up? Guaranteed an arm guard, so I'm gonna kill Lulu. Game is giving me a heckin' funny look. Yo, YNG481, thank you. Welcome, welcome, welcome. As rearranged soundtrack gets you banned. I mean, that's correct. That actually does change the soundtrack. I think I probably at one point changed the, I've only used the arranged soundtrack like once as like a joke. I'm really glad I haven't since. Ugh. Gonna shoot. Watch me get scored on. Oh wow, no. Titus, my boy. Alright. Break. Pass. Badly. Exactly. Everybody uses it once and then never again. Because why would you? Why would you blaspheme like that? Changes nothing. Definitely nothing in a good way. Okay. I'm gonna have double preemptive. It looks like. Hey, what's up, nobody? Thanks for the follow. Welcome, welcome. Honestly, I'm thinking I might go and get myself an ice cream shake tonight. Feeling it. Blitzball takes up too much time? You're very correct. I talk to myself all the time. I will openly admit that. I usually go peanut butter Reese's, like Reese's. I'm a big fan of Reese's and ice cream, personally. That is true. That's the funniest part about it. So, Chris, for your CSR runs, you're usually like in the second half by this time, right? Or no? Like, when are you usually done with Blitzball? Like 51 or what? I feel like I am like just behind in terms of like general like, you know, time. But I don't know what the hell I can do about it. I've also heard the same thing, Vanilla. Yo, Rocky, appreciate it. We're definitely going to be doing more runs in the future, so... Although, I will be doing Stranger in Paradise eventually at some point. Because, gotta do co-op runs for the memes with Zik. By 50-51. Yeah, see, like, I'm way late on my Blitz. I'm already, like, I'm not even halfway in it. Just wondering if that's... I'm wondering if that's Seed or me or what? Chaos. Why are you in the soup? Fuck you! Like, will you please post that video? Better execution. Yeah, I guess that's what I'm wondering is like, where can I execute better? But yeah. Also, if you guys haven't seen this video, it's gonna be something very weird to you. But I hope you enjoy. Yeah, give me a Letty, baby. I'm at soup! Why are you at the soup? I don't know. What do you mean you're at soup? I don't know why, but that terrified me. Wrong person, but hey. Break to Obvious Pass. Gasu. Keepa scares me. He gives me nightmares. Oh, that's true. That's a very good point. I'm about to save a shit ton of time here. I'm losing time technically, but 2 minutes ahead is great. Dude, Keepa got a level. The shit. One. Is it even a good idea to have Waka kill stuff? I think it is. Just like get 1 kill each or something. Okay, that's what I thought. Wasted crit. Might potion here too. See? I just double potion in Garuda. Okay, but I was right though. Just the first 2 waves is fine. Yo, Nico! Whoa! Aw, you guys are all cute. What's up, everybody? I should have 4. Yo, welcome everybody. Aw. Mwah. So much. How's it going, guys? How was it, guys? Damn it, nobody can shout out. Yeah, I might need to make you a mod. If everybody doesn't know Nico, please go follow the wonderful Nico Hart. How was, ooh, Goosebumps, how was it? Alright, collapse in bed, Chris. Nice. 1228, awesome, that's sweet, dude. I got a PB myself today. From very funny circumstances. But yeah. Technically my 3rd run today. I'm gonna die, but you know, it's fine. Nice crit. I don't need to worry about Orin. Oh, but yeah, I am feeling rough, man. Turd. Yeah, good night, Chris. Sleep well, man. Thanks for stopping in and hanging out. Always appreciate you being here. Alright. And this should kill. Yes, okay. Yeah, that's awesome, man. Oh, how have you been lately? I can't remember, Nico. Was that your first time in the States? At GDQ? And you went to good old Minnesota? Oh, Ando, how's it going? And thank you everybody that said I was cute. I really appreciate you. Not in 10 years? Okay, gotcha. So it's been a while. It's been a very distant while. Oh, thank you for the follow, Ando. Much appreciated. Hope everybody's doing well tonight. Hope you're gonna get some sleep, Nico. It's gotta be like, yeah, it's like 2 a.m. your time, right? Like, please go to bed. Get the good Z's going. Woo. All right. My Mihen is looking a little funny. I got a couple ambushes waiting for me, but I should be fine. Oh yeah, but everybody doesn't know me. I was at GDQ this past summer game, Swimclick specifically, and I ran this there cutscene remover mod for Final Fantasy X. So yeah. Similar to me. Oh yeah. Oh, that's right. You going, dude? Have so much fun. Hug Polister for me, and Nashlax and Gidano, please, and give them all beers in my name. Yeah, appreciate you too, Nico. Thanks for the raid, man. Really appreciate it. Good to catch you. Same as mine, and my favorite specifically. All right, I decided I don't want to watch the actual anime. I just want to watch the abridged version. I think my brains are broken. Vanilla, are you like in the wrong chat? You just keep typing random things. Yeah, ambush, that's what I thought. We're gonna have to heal probably right away because we got some Mihen. Oh, let's go! Unit death. Already. Please give me a you're next. Yo, Joe, what's up? How you doing? Already got a death on the board, baby. For those of you who are wondering too, I'm probably going to be like looking every which direction specifically because I'm tracking this run as I did in GDQ, but I'm just doing it on my own. I don't have anybody in the background like helping me out. So basically, I'm like just putting in like what happens in the run as I go to like make sure my drops are correct and all sorts of things. You Top Gun Maverick, nice. How was it? I admittedly hadn't seen just the first Top Gun until probably like 2019, late 2019, early 2020. Yeah, that's kind of the whole point, right? Just a fun movie to let yourself just like watch, you know, not worry about. All right, so we got 3 more encounters, and I'll be able to get my bomb encounter.
I won't go so easy on you next time.
The reason this part is really scary, just in general, for those that aren't aware, is that we don't have like a lot of the enemies here we like tie speed wise, so we can kind of just get dwindled away until we have to we can get really like dwindle our health basically, just like running down the road, and we got to be careful to not like die basically and wipe, because wiping is just basically a reset for me at this point, which if I reset, the run's dead. So the long simple of it. All right, so now we got to switch out whoever goes first for Kimahri. And we're going to use the Lancet ability to get the self-destruct overdrive, which specifically does 3 times Kimahri's health as damage, but it can crit though. So there's a lot of just like moving parts right now. We're done with this, and all we have to do is run now. So got 3 more encounters that I know are going to be happening. Let me go ahead and add an extra 1 to my tracker. Double ambush, that's not good. Okay, hopefully we're going to get some alright encounters here. Oh, no we're not. Oh, that's fine.
I'll be right back.
So I can wait 1 more time, because I'll outspeed everything that's coming up. And then I can heal for the ambush. And then just to be safe, in case I don't have good enough like movement, or my steps are a little not off, but like if the game basically says no, Alright, buddy. Alright. We're looking good. I'm gonna get one more encounter. It's gonna be an ambush, and then I'm gonna run off. Whoa, hello. Yeah, that was pretty long. I am doing the RNG manipulation. Sorry if I'm like talking through it as I go. But I assume people prefer that. Just easier for myself. Because my last run, I had like a really good run on paper, but I made a lot of like small mistakes that really cost me a lot of time. So trying to not repeat that, and by talking, I'm going to hopefully be better about it. So. Two mega potions, run back outside. So what we're going to do here is we're going to haste the boss. Hope he doesn't target Titus. Walk is fine. So this is really good, actually. So now we can switch in Yuna. Yuna can attack herself. And we're going to switch in Auron. And then now she has full overdrive, which is awesome, because that's going to save us a lot of time come the next boss fight. This is good. This is really good. We do have 3 scary encounters coming up, but hopefully it won't be too bad. And we can take Yuna out. Someone shield the Chocobo's eyes. Dude, if... I would love to get a Chocobo plushie. I love Chocobos so much, which is... I mentioned this on stream, on the GDQ stream, but I'm actually allergic to chicken. And it's just funny that I love Chocobos so much just because they're so freaking cute. Alright, we have a very scary encounter coming up, actually. And hopefully I can avoid it. This is the second run, Pint. Welcome, welcome. That's what I'm scared of. It can just decide to annihilate me. All right, we're gonna run a little bit, please. Yeah. Okay, so we should get only 4 encounters here. Hopefully I don't get gored. Good. No! Wow, okay. Kind of sucks. That really sucks. Oh god, that really, really sucks. Alright. It's more the egg than the chicken itself. Nah, it's fine. I'm not bothered by it. People are more bothered by it than I am. Like I've had wings before and stuff like that, and like it hurts. Like it just causes me pain to eat it. Yep, I can't do turkey, chicken, egg, anything that has egg in it. It's rough, I guess. I don't know. Like it's been my whole life, so I'm not like, you know, real. This is gonna be really fucking rough. Yep. Because these fuckers are fast. Waka 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 waka, my guy, my boy, my dude. What the fuck? Come on. Run away. Please. Thank you. Why don't you run away? Like, what is the, like... That's one thing that drives me nuts about this game, honestly, is that, like... Is that, like... You can obviously see that it's a stressful, like, you know... Like... like a tough thing is happening. Like the game is like, yeah. Oh my god, man. Okay. I'm gonna run from this first encounter, and then I got 2 preempts coming up, which are nice. So, all right, I need to do this.
I won't go so easy on you next
What is
time.
it? Fungar, Red Element, Gandora. Yeah, so we want Fungar encounters specifically because they are they give you higher AP. So that's what I assume it is, Joe. Raptor, Fungar, Red Element. Okay, perfect. 6 mana figures. Right. All right. Yeah. I mean, it's been my whole life, so you know, it's like telling a blind person it sucks that you can't see, and they're like, yeah, I know that there's a tick in like the Midwestern United States that if you eat it, if you get bit by it, it can give you Lyme disease, which can make you allergic to red meat. But I've never heard of the other way around. I also technically have an autoimmune disease, which is, I guess, I don't know if that's slightly different or changes the game at all, you know, but
Watch and weep, Crusaders.
it kind of does, but like, I know it's been my entire life, so I assume it's here to stay. Is my thing. You know? Yeah. I've heard it mostly with like pregnant women, as far as I've heard. You know, like that's the biggest one, is like pregnancy is really fucked up in that sense. So that's kind of freaky, honestly. Like I dated a diabetic once, and that would freak me out. Like diabetes is no joke. One raptor. Sadly.
My turn now. I won't go so easy on you next time.
I hope your cat allergy disappears too. Perfect. Okay, we're good to go.
I'll be right back.
I'm actually allergic to dogs, but really only short hairs. Like if I rinse Kit or like give her a bath about once or twice a month, usually pretty good about it. All right, what am I on? 59. Okay, so get a Garuda, nice. Get some Basilisk in front half of Jose. I'm taking no risks. I'm taking this. Or this X potion. Thank you. Yeah, diabetes on fire. I mean, you couldn't be any more like specific, I guess. But yeah, yeah, man, it was a lot. This just, yeah, man, autoimmune diseases like that just suck. Gonna go get tested. Yeah, I had to go get physically tested for my allergies, and randomly the allergist was like, I think you have this disease, and I was like, cool. And then I finally got like, I had to get an endoscopy. What do you call it? An endoscopy to confirm it. But like, yep. Even the doctor was like, or the gastro doctor was like, how did you know you had this? And I was like, I went to an allergist, and he said I might have it. And he was like, damn, that's a good allergist. I was like, yep, that's what we pay you for. So better be damn good. Do you know you're diabetic? Yeah, it was great. Like, I was super happy. Like, I'm not happy, but it's nice to know what's wrong with you in some ways, I guess. But yeah.
Monopolies are great.
Oh, thank God. I about panicked. What gave me a Thunderball? This is the second time I've gotten a Thunderball from a random enemy. Blood sugar of 530 sounds really deadly. I hope you're alright, Creation. Baka's getting smacked. Ugh. Yeah, Mike really wants to get a cat, but he wants to get a hypoallergenic cat, which basically means he's getting like a Sphinx or like a hairless cat, basically, which I would love either way. I love cats. No, yeah, dude. How expensive being a diabetic is a literal fucking crime. It's like, I don't know, man. Arms regenerate. Since January, Jesus, man, it fucks your insurance too. Everything. Oh man. Sorry, it drives me absolutely batshit crazy. Like, just yeah. Plus, my ex was also like had rheumatoid arthritis. Like before we broke up, got diagnosed with it. It was just like, Jesus, man, I don't wish that upon anybody. Your apartment burning down 3 days later. That's a They say bad things come in threes, but I think you with what you got, 2 is good enough. COVID ain't got nothing on my 2022. That is very, very true. Good, they need to be. They really need to be. Like a real big fucking shame that they aren't. First place, like. Sorry, guys, gotta focus. Ooh, double basilisk bite bug, basilisk bite bug, and then just chill. Okay. Hey, that's a good outlook. I'm happy you can keep that outlook. Cry every time. I cry every time. I agree. I got real like I get usually just so ridiculously tired. Thanks, game. Ah, double thanks, game. Yeah, I usually get so tired after the runs that I'm just like emotional. Okay. We have this for the next like 3 encounters. Damn it. It's like the worst time to get an encounter. This is a really bad Jose High Road. But we are on track with encounters, though. We're good out though, because we get a lot of preempts coming up, and I'm like, let's go. Got real emotions stuck in my head. Yeah. Yeah, just know that it's really finicky and it's only gonna work with story cutscenes. But if you just turn it off for like stuff that, you know, isn't story related, you'll be fine. But enjoy while you can. If you need speedrun help, join the Discord. It's on the speedrun.com site. Wait, who sings Real Emotion? I know that song, but like off the top of my head, I'm like, wait a minute, who? Oh, is it from a video game? Hey, Google. Who sings Real Emotion? Umi Koda. Oh, it is? Umi Koda. I don't know who that is, but that's who's singing. Admittedly, the J-pop theme of 10-2 I'm not super into, but I mean, I'm not about to yuck somebody's yum. That's honestly what I was thinking, Pint. It is iconic. Like, I will not like challenge that in any way, shape, or form. Please get in the hole. Thank you. It's a lot. Need to add Unilaf to FFZ. That way I can get rid of some stuff and add others. Yeah, it's very. I get where they were going with it. And I've mentioned before why that I like, you know, 10-2 and like the novella and all that other sort of stuff. So I get where they're going with it. But yeah, it's certainly an interesting game. Time loss. Thank you. That was straight from the soul. Like, honestly. Yeah, I'm looking good on my silence grenade steal. I have strong feelings about that because, yeah, I do. I'm surprised nobody has come in here and like tried to spew hate. That's what I'm really surprised about. I was just ready for somebody to be like, "You're stupid," like, "Fuck you," like all this sort of stuff, like bad opinions, like that sort of thing. Like really get swatted or something like that. I'm not, you know, that's a very heavy thing, but you know what I mean. Some like crazy fanboy taking it way too far. I think I'm gonna take a Buer encounter. I think that's my plan. I've got an Iron Giant and 2 Buers immediately after each other, and I might just steal from it, run, have her die, try to get 4. I don't think I counted my speeds from other stuff either, though. Wiggle, 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 yeah. Full Berserk. I never beat it. I like tried it and I was like, I just couldn't get through, like, get over it, basically. So I just never beat it, and I came back to it after the HD remaster came out.
I won't go so easy on you next time.
Kind of dealt with it. Artemis computer is going nuts.
Fight, fight, fight. I'll be right back.
Say hello to Pikachu. It's Pikachu. That was I gotta give credit to Zik for that one. He definitely said that to me first.
I should have slept in this morning. I won't go so easy on you next time.
From the babysitter. Nice. The Brazzle, welcome. Hope you're enjoying the awkward conversation. This is me getting more sleep deprived as well.
Live and let live.
Alright. Can I only get 3 more encounters? Place your bets.
Live and let live. Live and let live.
The manic makes it more fun. I'm glad it does. I'm at 74. I got 1 more encounter. I should be good. Oh, maybe not.
I won't go so easy on you next time.
Let's see how this turns out. Probably gonna get another encounter. Nope. Nice. We found out, yeah, low sleep me. Also, intoxicated Foxy is pretty fun. Because then I just start, like, talking a lot more. Like, rattling. Rides the shoe buff? Dude, I love, like, that was like one of my favorite lines as a kid. I loved all the dumb lines. Impossible. Yeah, that's like my favorite. I love that. That is legit my favorite. Impossible. Like, choice memes, my dudes. Back. We'll follow the normal. Why are you attacking Titus so much? Stop it. I don't want him to die. Bacardi Chicken. Why? Bacardi. Sorry, just Bacardi Chicken is hilarious. It's my obviously my drink of choice. Don't know why you would think otherwise. Do I kill this? Thinking I do. I'm gonna kill the bunyip just to be safe. I thought we were a fiend. Oh, that was cool. That was always a fun one. Like, oh, she talks French. This game is so like, word sophisticated.
I can combine it. It's not that.
Okay, so I'm off one. I got an ice ball.
I won't go so easy on you next time.
Who died on... Oh yeah, Uni died. On...
I'll take you all on.
I'll be right back.
Go to Titus. Go to Orin. There's been deaths. There were 4 deaths. A lot of deaths. Yep. Back on track. It's so hard to remember to track deaths. That's the big thing in the early game. For me, at least. I get a lot of preempts.
Live and let live.
Death Chapu. Thank you, Zik.
Live and let live. Live and let live.
Yep, I love that so much when that happens. Really why I need peaceful armor, or like no encounter armor for like this part of the game.
Live and let live.
Like nutty.
You guys are toast. Live and let live. Live and let live.
It should be good on counters here though. Ah, called it.
Here we go.
Live and let live.
Okay, Makalani is looking a little spooky, admittedly.
Pretty clean.
You get a blue element, just need to be careful. Shimmering Blade, no. Yo. Much better this time. Not low on gil. It's amazing how not being low on gil is like good for, you know, saving time. I also have like 9k or something. So I'm gonna get a preempt on this Iron Giant. I'm gonna switch in Riku, steal, run. Larva. Moshi. Oh, Moshi. I wonder if it'd be really cool if that was like a thing that Chadley could say. Like as an intro thing for the game, because they did that with the HD version, which I thought was really cool. Nice. I need to update that. I stole and then she died. Oh, okay, I got it right. Good. Yo, Caddis, thank you very much for the raid. Much appreciated. Welcome, welcome. What were you playing? Had to FaceTime with an old friend from high school. Used to be double partners in bowling. Nice, nice. Okay, so we're probably gonna have extra encounters here. Get on. No. Same as you, Final Fantasy. Nice. Just doing a casual playthrough, or? You got, aw, dude, that's so awesome of you. Okay. Counter. First playthrough and all right, hope you enjoy. Well, good thing for you. Speedrunning the cutscene remover. So, there's no, nothing for you to lose here. Alright, so it's gonna be Zyphos. We're gonna do this quickly. Mara. That doesn't help me at all. Same place? Nice.
I won't go so easy on you next time.
Yeah, the cutscene remover mod takes a long out of this. But how are you enjoying it so far? Is it your first? I assume it's not your first Final Fantasy, but possibly. Yeah, welcome. Happy for you to stop in.
I won't go so easy on you next time.
Yeah, a lot of this probably won't make any sense to you, thankfully. So you don't have to worry about spoilers or anything like that. It'll probably go all right through your brain.
I'll be right back.
Okay. Careful about that.
I'll be right back.
Yeah. Hope you're enjoying it. Okay, so hopefully the Iguan doesn't... Yep. Don't target Riku. Thank you. Okay, so Riku death. No! Oh my god, are you kidding me? Okay, great. Thanks, game. Abilities, Yuna, Cure. Alright, so we have to pull for an encounter now. Alright, well, in this case, I'm just not going to, because I'm not going to get one.
You're wasting our time.
Tried to get a steal and proceeded to just not, so...
Live and let live.
Got deleted. So we're just gonna have to deal. And hopefully it doesn't use Thunder. Yuna. Okay. Really hope that it doesn't use Thunder.
I'll be right back. Live and let live.
Well, holiday prices on all I. How about? I'll go with the.
Oh, I feel that. My internet was, I think, struggling a bit earlier. And please don't use thunder. Oh my god! Okay, it's done. RNG's over. Oh my god, dude. So stupid, man. That's like the third time I've had that happen. Where like I just need that one to not be used, and it's like, man, fuck off. Like, come on, man. You gotta be kidding me. Oh, I messed up. That's weird. Okay, that's what... Like, come on. It's gonna use it again. Okay, fire. Alright. Dude, this game can fuck off sometimes, honestly. Like, it just knows sometimes, too. Use someone else to check element again. Is that faster than just quitting out, though? Like, also, Gray Fox, why are you awake? I guess it is faster, I don't know. But thank you for at least pointing it out. It is faster. Yeah. It makes sense now that you say it, but I was just kind of like panicked. It's fucking tired. Yeah, RNG manip is out the window. If I had time, I could put in everything I've done and like find the seed I'm on, but whatever, man.
I won't go so easy on you next time.
Whatever. I also messed up the turn order there because like I wasn't expecting to go 3 times in a row. Oh my god, it would... Second time it does that. It like actually kills. Or it would have been a one-shot, whatever. We're still ahead, so we can save time. I'm just good at the game. Yeah, because I reset, it's like complete, like out the window. We're kind of looking all right too. Would have had one chance to get a what do you call it? But you know, the I got the Manipulus run that, or the RNG list run that I said I would do earlier, so let's deal with it and go. Let's just not mess up Seymour this time. Fine. Alright, now I'm kind of like awake from that. I also need to pee, which is not good. Oh, thank you, Creations. I really appreciate it. Seymour! Yeah, thank you very much. Alright, and... Hey, what's up, Andy? That's honestly the best line, though. Seymour! Just so, like, ugh. Alright. So. Dog fell asleep under my desk. You know, the new Aeon. Ah, great. Fine. Oh, yeah, I appreciate it, Creations. Thank you very much. I'm glad you're enjoying. Anima's great. We wait for a multi-Thundara because that insta-kills Riku. Great. Yeah, Animo is awesome. Very 2001 emo. But, like, in the right way, though. Oh, really? I forgot that Anima is in FF14. I'm so stupid. I'm just running on autopilot a little bit here. We're gonna waste like 10 seconds here. No speed dying. I thought Anima was pre-Endwalker, but I could be wrong. Need to focus. I shouldn't be losing time like this. Oh, it is one of the new Endwalker Dushions? Oh, very cool. Or it's very good. Half these, I think I figured them all out myself. Although I did use a strategy guide for this. Had a lot of fun with that strategy. I still have the original strategy guide that I bought with the game. Loved it very much. Are you kidding me? I thought it was... Oh my god, I'm an idiot. It's just straight down. What do I get for overthinking things? Yes. 8, 9, 10. Yeah, I bought a guide. I think I have a guide for 7 and 10. I have an extra guide for 10 that is like near immaculate, and I bought for that specific reason. I know I have one for 7, but I don't know about 8 or 9. I also have one for 12. Should be good.
Live and let live.
I think I might also have a Kingdom Hearts guide as well. But those are kind of out the window now with final mixes being a thing.
I'll be right back.
I read WOTG as Wrath of the Gods for some reason, or Wrath of God. little early on that, but whatever. It's great that you get the hymn after this, though. I got tired of sleeping on the floor under me.
Need some.
Alright.
Are you all...
Perfect. Alright. Moseying through. It's like almost always guaranteed that you're not going to get an encounter without Kamari. This is great. Wow, this is exactly what I wanted already.
I'll be right back.
Perfect. Yeah, exactly, Axel. At least that's what I would assume.
Live and let live.
There are a lot of great
I'll
encounters
be
to
right back.
steal from. I'm kind of upset that I'm not. Pointless, I guess.
I can take them up.
I'll be right back.
Alright, so Riku still needs overdrive because she never got deleted. Great preempt. Oh, Riku does it overdrive.
Got you
Perfect.
covered. I'll be right back.
Oh, that's right, because she got deleted by Multi Thundara, so we're good. Okay, so we're good on steals.
Live and let live.
Wish I can mash better with like my fingers just like slowly, if that makes sense, just kind of more consistently.
I'll be right back. I won't go so easy on you next time. I won't go so easy on you next time.
I've got to get like my hand going, sort of, for me to mash well. Rapid rocking back. Like if I really want to mash fast, I like just like tighten my arm or like flex my forearm basically, and that makes my hand shake really quick. That's how I mash quickly.
I won't go so easy on you next time.
It's never not. It's true that it is hilarious to do. Shooting star is hilarious in general, in my opinion. Oh, it's any to do. Titus is grid. Oh.
I won't go so easy on you next time.
I'm not sure what I'm gonna do here because Orin doesn't have his overdrive. I knew I ran too far there. I don't have provoke. Didn't use the remedy though, so that yeah, I'll take it. For unlucky what do you call it? Other stuff, yeah, that's fine with me. Oh, preempt.
This should be quick.
Didn't need it, but didn't.
Let's find Yuna, quick!
Oh no, it's because of the mod, you know. It's not anything I'm doing. It preempts.
You, why did you do this?
Okay, I think we lost all my 2 minutes.
Over here!
Uh, Can I not get a preempt? Because that's just going to lose me time. Oh my god! I'm annoying, huh? This is something. Typical me. Yeah, I mean, it was going all right. Really, what killed it is the Sandagora. That's which is my own fault. So I'm just gonna trust that I have enough speed spheres. And if I don't, whoops, run's dead. Hey, look, lucky steal. I'm getting a lot of lucky things happening. Yeah, that pick and all was not great.
Stay right there, Seymour.
Seymour. Or butts. Oh yeah, the Seymour is definitely one of my favorite, like, lines. I guess I don't know why I go for 7. I only ever need 6, technically. Uh, 10:30, an hour left. And on 11:40 at night. Oh baby. Tomorrow is gonna be a big old rest day for me. Very excited about that. Sorry if I kind of just died there. The tire is starting to hit me quite a bit. Especially losing a whole, like, over, like, close to a minute there is pretty rough. bed laptop. Yeah. That and the loins. Plus, again, I have to pee. Another long ass stream. Yeah, definitely not using a bottle. You guys at a game, the USA game, or something else? You at the soccer game or somewhere?
Oh no, we the podcast was crashed.
Crashed it? Yeah. Open the door for me, please. Try to lift it up. Sir. Second one. Yeah, definitely not a piss bottle though. Yeah. With as late as it is, I'm probably definitely not gonna go get an ice cream tonight. Might do one tomorrow. We'll see. Not a real gamer. Hey man. One thing you gotta learn is you pee a lot more than you think. People think it's like, oh, I just get like a 12-ounce water bottle. Mm-mm. Got a lot of fluid, buddy. You need at least a half liter or something like that. Thing is, I'm a professional. One of my friends like did like a road trip to like Florida. It's gonna be pretty gross, sorry, but he did a road trip to Florida and like was trying to go overnight basically because he had to go all the way down to the Keys from the Midwest. And what do you call it? He was like, yeah, like one night to make sure I got there on time, I had to pee in a bottle, and I ended up having to use a much bigger bottle than I thought. I was like, that sucks. That really fucking sucks. I don't blame him for doing it. It is the way of the road, Raswell. Yeah. Exactly. Way of the road, bubs. Hopefully don't have to do that in my lifetime, but hey. See? There's no guarantees. I always get scared that things are gonna happen to me. Like, if I judge somebody for doing something weird, like walking along the side of the highway, you know what I mean? Or something like that. That's one of my biggest, like, fears that's gonna happen to me one day. Because you got time, man. And then, like, just on the side of the road, like, you're liable for, like, charges against you, man. Can't just pee on the side of the road in peace anymore, man. And truckers got to stay on schedule. He wasn't a trucker, but either way. Hello. I thought you did. I thought you didn't order. I thought you ordered black.
I didn't have black.
Oh, okay.
Hi, I'm Michael DeVos.
I believe in safety.
Safety first. Do you wear protection?
Maybe. Should I?
Can't answer that.
That's nice. Nice, homie. Yes, everyone. This is Michael. This is my roommate. A special man.
Not as special as this guy.
Yeah.
No, I'm pretty alright.
He's pretty special.
Hey,
it's a good color.
What's up? I could probably,
That's Riddleburger.
What's up, Riddleburger?
Apulon? Sorry, I messed that
what's
one
up? Apulon?
Gorbob.
Hope I pronounced that correctly. Nope. Funds today.
XP today.
Oh, hey, Axel. Thanks. Got an e-bike.
No, it's just a special boy helmet so he doesn't hurt himself running around. It's just thinking about you, like, being, like, a special kid or something, you know, just like running into walls. Like, bam, bam.
It's not... Yeah, I don't have this helmet because I'm stupid or anything. I'm just dangerous.
Life is dangerous.
Life is dangerous. Wait, no.
If anything, Mike is drunk and he's having a great time.
Oh, I've had like 5.
Thank you, everybody.
We're recording a podcast.
But you actually helped report? You were on the podcast tonight?
I am on the podcast.
Oh, dang. I want to be on the podcast. I know I won't bring anything to the table, but I want to be on the podcast.
I brought something.
It was beer.
Alright. Well, you'll have fun with your...
I will. Trust me. It's a podcast about the local MLS team. Because we are part of a supporter group for it, specifically. Yo, Wody, what's up? This is non-tracking. I was tracking until I had an incident at Spherimorph where I basically got deleted trying to get the fish scales. And then out of panic, I was just like, reset. Yeah. But I don't know what he's drinking. It's definitely beer, probably local beer to Charlotte. But yeah. I should, Gray Fox was...
I heard people were asking me what kind of beer I was drinking.
Yes, what... Okay. Okay. You didn't need to do a 360 on that, but...
Alright. So I went to a local brewery called Pilot Brewing.
Okay, 1 second. Is that where it's at? Is that Pilot?
Pilot Brewing is close to that barbecue place that we went to as a family like 2 years ago.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Close to Moo and Brew.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. I know what you're talking about. Is it on the?
It's right across the street from that barbecue place.
Okay, so wait,
but like on the same.
But like it's on the strip though. It's not like in the lot where the ABC is.
No. It's on the other side of the ABC.
Oh, okay. Okay.
But Schwartz beer there.
Okay.
And then we went to a place called Edge City Brewing on the east side of the town that we live in. If you Charlotte.
You'll figure out that in Charlotte. You could have said in Charlotte where we live.
Yep. I had a light lager.
Orlando City fan. Nice. We met some more. We met some Orlando City people. They were in town here, weren't they?
Yes. And in a different year, I would have gone to the Orlando City game. Couldn't make it to that.
Oh, you're going to the Miami game, right?
I am going to the Miami game this weekend.
Okay, that's nice.
But a light lager, a hoppy lager, a pilsner.
Where's the podcast at?
Edge City.
Oh, it was at it. Is it always at Edge City?
No.
Oh, okay. But they just did like a live broadcast at Edge City.
Yeah. And I jokingly said if I showed up, would Matt Swift buy me a beer? He said yes. So
bam, I showed up.
So I showed up and I got a free beer.
Nice. That's always the best.
Like I'm past the point where I like drinking lights because I'm like what I like, and I know what the sign of a good brewery is. So I'll just order a full pint and I'll drink the entire thing unless it's like god awful.
I haven't had anything that's absolute god awful here yet.
There are 2 breweries I've ever been to that were absolutely god awful, and neither of them
Yeah.
One of them was in Rapid City, South Dakota. The other one was summer.
Huh. Yeah, the only time I've ever dumped a beer and never drank, like, the last time I dumped a beer and purposely did not drink it, yes, it wasn't even at a brewery. I just bought I bought a 6-pack of a smoked porter, and it felt like it tasted like an ashy campfire in my mouth, and I was like, please, dear God, no.
I have stopped drinking beer because I'm drunk, but not because I dislike the beer. So
Yeah, no, that's like one of the few times that I've ever been like, no. like, nuh-uh. Please, no, thank you. And Riddle, I'm sorry, I'm gonna have to disagree. I do not like Carolina barbecue.
oh, KC barbecues.
Yeah, I'll respect that.
But all the beers I had tonight were pretty good. We did pass a brewery that we haven't been to yet. Something Vault.
Okay.
It's on Monroe Road.
All right. Well, if you message me that, I might go this weekend by myself. You're out of town. See ya. All right, everyone. That was Michael. I hope you enjoyed Michael times. You're shaking my head. No. Kansas City barbecue is way better. Midwest barbecue in general is better. Yo, Opulon, have a good night. Thanks for saying. Thanks. Hope you enjoyed the chaos that is Mike. Yeah, I mean, I do have ice cream waiting. It's simply what's the word? Ambush. Nice. It's sorbet, not ice cream, so I'm gonna have that instead. But I just felt like having like vanilla with Reese's peanut butter cups. Yeah. The thing is, Riddle, I don't like vinegar-based sauce. That's my big ew. Yeah, see, like it's the sauce that gets me. Like I really like barbecue, but vinegar-based sauce, it's like it just makes it wet in like a bad way. And I haven't been to any places here that like do sauce in a way that I like or a flavor that I like. No. No, 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 no. Vinegar-based sauce is not Kansas City-based sauce. No, that is the exact opposite. Carolina-based sauce is vinegar-based, whereas KC-based sauce and most Midwest-based sauce is like thick, like kind of ketchup-y. And you can get stuff like honey habanero sauce. You know, just a flavor. Memphis is more of a rub, is what I always thought. Like, yes, vinegar-based-ish, but, like, mostly... I gotta focus real fast. Okay, so I need one more power sphere. I killed 3 maze larvas, right? Pretty sure I killed 3.
Hold on,
Yeah.
Kamari.
Yeah, you know, just smacking them dead.
Live and let live.
Yeah. Like, I like vinegar, like salt and vinegar chips, and like vinegar adds a good flavor to things, but like, no thank you. I killed 3. We're just gonna...
I'll be right back.
Yeah, that is true. If anybody's ever in St. Louis, I can tell you a billion good places to get good barbecue. You are chicken, though. Yeah. Because tomato-based is like... Tomato-based is a funny term. Because people think tomato-based and like to me that means like a really thick like ketchup-y sauce like I mentioned. Whereas like... You know... I've been places where it's like, I'm like, do you have tomato-based sauce? And they're like, yes, and it's still like runny and watery, and I'm like... I'm like, your meat's good, but... This part's great. You just fly all the way over there. Right. Yeah. You ever in Kansas City or St. Louis? Got you.
We'll get through this.
Oh, I didn't need to steal anything. Why did I do that? I already have 2 water gems. Wasting time now. I'm an idiot.
Let's get him, guys.
Aw, that's sad. Casey's fun. Admittedly, when it comes to the topic of debate of which city in Missouri is better, it's always a little bit of a hot topic between the 2 cities, but you know, hey, I don't really care. I like St. Louis better because it's my hometown, so that's all I'll say about the matter. Plus, I have the flag, obviously, so that wasn't abundantly apparel. Joplin is best. Alright. I don't mean to be a dick by laughing, but I am laughing. I've been to Joplin, Missouri once in my life, and it was almost for a job opportunity out of college, which I promptly denied. Okay, almost made it to the final round of interviews. Yo, Chip, thank you very much for the subscription. Appreciate you using your Prime. Welcome. Honestly, it kind of sucks that you can't, like, leave a message with Prime or anything, I will say. But, you know, hey, appreciate you using it. Peso bucks. Thank you. Yeah, I appreciate the sentiment. I hope I get more. I don't want to be like a dick and be like, yeah, I already did it good. Okay, I don't want to be like a dick and be like, yeah, I deserve follows and stuff like that, you know. But no point in being that hoity-toity about the whole thing. This is also the best part. Watch this. Really hoping I get something other than can stop looking at this now. Four returns. I'd love to get 4 friends. Oh, Leon, thanks for the follow. Much appreciated. Welcome. Hope you're enjoying the stream. Been a long one, for sure. I do enjoy Riku's like, like losing her mind. It will be over 8 hours by the time I'm done with this. Alright, wow, save 5 seconds. I could have saved a lot more time too. 4 turns, alright. Normal. Alright, just normal stuff. We're gonna open up this level 3 key here, or node, and prep to go there with Yuna. Sphere grid, badly. Turn sphere here. Gonna get armor break. Customize. Strike. Where is the staff? We're gonna equip Auron with it this time. Sonic Blade, and we're gonna Auron Hadley. That is. Need Riku's overdrive, so there we go. Easy peasy. Kind of slow, but it'll do. Now, sadly, we don't have no encounter armor, so it's going to take a lot of encounters to get us through here. And it was so nice not having no encounter armor for the last run. Yeah, it's definitely done a lot for the community having it. They actually have a beta of the FF9 cutscene remover for the HD version of that, but it's like not as, you know, it's still in beta, basically, and it has been as such for a while. So. Added a lot to the community, which is great. Definitely revived a lot of new runners and all the other stuff, and it's made me able to run the game a lot more consistently too, because like I'd still be in the middle of one run today hoping that, like, you know, everything works out. Come on, dude. Let's go. Yeah, I am... Passionate is a good term. Thank you. Yeah, I do care about this game a lot, so... But I'm pretty tired right now, so if I'm not trying to be wholesome, but I'm also just like, eh.
Not much has changed in 10 years.
Yeah. But yeah, I was happy to be able to show it off with Zik because it's, you know, it's a really fun game. Like, it's a very simple speed run at the end of the day. So, you know, being able to show it off was great. Just keeping me awake, yeah. Exactly.
What should I do?
Nothing, Riku, shut up. Stop talking so I can get through this. Awesome. I already got the correct formation and everything. I also have to pee really bad, which is, like, not great for my, just, like, mental awareness. Awesome. Aid. I hate losing things in the menu. That's like 18k? We're getting close. Yo, Loki, thank you very much for the follow. Hope you're enjoying. Alright, so I'm just gonna attack with Yuna now. We got a crit earlier. Yep. 20 seconds there. That's all from Nico, right? No problem. Yeah, appreciate you hanging out and being here still. Nico is good dudes. I should have put on the Jeff. I could have put on the Jeff hat. It's a little tight on my head. I got to stretch it out a little bit. I have somewhat of a big cranium, so I gotta. You can leave if you wanted to. Good. Good. Stay forever. Never leave. Always watch my stream, because it's worth your time. Alright. Alright, so I do need to hit one more thing. Hopefully a splasher or something. That way I can get in. It says I'm missing 2 power spheres. I'm only missing 1. So I need to attack 1 enemy here. This will be a group of 3 of like the little piranha-looking enemies. Not one of these. Reason I'm getting mixed up with using my armor break. Alright, so I'm gonna wait for this second, like, divot right in the center, and then that's perfect to... That's the earliest space that you can throw. Without, like, missing, basically. A lot of these enemies that I'm not happy about. Nice, this is what I wanted. Not what I wanted. So no encounter armor literally means like it's you don't get any more encounters while somebody in your party is wearing that armor. So all these like random encounters, I wouldn't be getting them if I had no encounter armor on. Armor, because like each character has a weapon and armor type that they have. So the tracking that I used earlier is basically like is a way to manipulate it either by my own deaths, steals, drops that other enemies have, so enemies that I kill, etc. affects that RNG. And so it's still random, but we can like basically fiddle with things to make it so that it's a guarantee, like it's not guaranteed, but if I know it's coming, I can mess with, you know, like little pieces of RNG to make it so that I know if I'm going to get it or not, if that makes sense. Should have been on that, but that's whatever. My brain's in another zone. Yo, I was worried about that for a second. So not, it is random sort of, but not true random. There's no option for me to pause the timer and go pee. Yes, exactly. Like, it is like, yo, freaking nature. Thank you very much for using your Prime sub. I really appreciate it. Thank you very much. Welcome. Hope you're enjoying the stream. Yeah, sort of player agency, like, the fights themselves are basically scripted. Like, everything you do in this run is at a high level scripted. All the fights, all of, like, the different ways that you level or use sphere grid, like, at that high level, yes, but, like, how you interact with, like, the different, like, you know, wow, literally on the trigger for the next area. Yeah. That's why I say it's a simple run, because literally you could follow, like, you could open up this game, follow the notes right now, and it might take you like 5 hours, 6 hours, but you could do a run. Like, the bar is very low. In that sense. How many stakes do you think we can get out of these? Wow, didn't say nothing. Thank you. Really appreciate it. Appreciate it, Freaking Nature. Glad you enjoyed it. Had a good time doing it. I'm feeling basically the same right now. Do I also stream Legend? I have done Legend of Dragoon on stream, and I have it in my I have the playthrough on my YouTube channel. If you're interested in seeing it, I also did the Faust fight. Well, in the post game, I've thought about speedrunning Legend of Dragoon. I do have a Retro Tanks and a PS2 to play it on, but I am currently focused on doing a casual playthrough of Stranger of Paradise, and as soon as I'm done with Stranger of Paradise, I'm going to start speedrunning that. Because me and Zik, my couch commentator for GDQ, are going to be doing that together as a co-op run, so. Yeah, Legend of Dragoon is one of my favorites. It is. It's about 10 hours long. Burning Rush. Volcano. Yes, sir, Wody. Sir, indeed. Yeah, Legend of Dragoon is one of my, like, despite all the cheesy dialogue and stuff, I love that game. With a fiery passion. We're about to fight Unalesca. We're on our way. Yeah, it's like cheesy in the right ways, you know what I mean? Like, it tries to take itself seriously, but it's like, you know, what are you gonna do about it, you know? Yeah, that's correct. Flop. BQ gets deleted. I think the game, like, for a turn-based combat game, it made turn-based a lot more fun too. At least in my opinion. Yeah, honestly, I hope it's on their list of, like, games to be remade. Like, I wouldn't understand why not. Like, it definitely seems like a Blue Point, like, thing to do, you know? Yeah. It was a lot of fun. And I had a lot of fun playing it on the... I have it as downloaded on my PS3 as, like, a PSN game. I admittedly have never played Chrono Cross. I think I'm about either a quarter to a third of the way into Chrono Trigger, and I stopped playing it for a little bit because I got to a grindy section. Not very good at the game. Admittedly. Yeah, for some reason I like had this like not negative, but like I guess negative is the right word, like a negative perception of Chrono Cross compared to what some people thought. I don't know. I feel like I've only played some like really specific titles. Existential crisis as a teen. Nice. Hey guys, I gotta do this puzzle real fast. Because I don't know it. We're good to go. I can still read. Oh, so it's like, is it like parallel universes or sort of thing? I don't know, man. It's too heavy of a concept to think about. Most of the time when my friends start talking about time travel, I'm just like, nope, that wouldn't work. I'm a dick. Time travel is impossible. Nope, this is the right music. I'm pretty sure, at least. Trial's just intense. We're not even camping. Yeah, don't worry about spoiling it though. Is the remake only out on Switch or did it come out on Steam as well? That sounds like a lot of versions of me, and I don't want to deal with that. Ever watch Primer? No. Never heard of it. It's a movie made with a 7,000. Oh, that sounds amazing. And it's about time travel? Ooh. Whoa. That's something. Come on. Up on the thingy. Guaranteed winner. I agree. Alright, I might pick it up one day then. I don't really think about it too much, because, like, I love JRPGs, but I just don't have a lot of the time to play them anymore. And the only JRPGs that I care about... I might buy a Steam Deck for it, honestly. But, like, honestly, if I got a Steam Deck, I would just get Persona 5 on, like... on Steam and then just play that again. Be a good old Makoto stan. Oh, Rubber? Yeah. Everybody knows Rubber. Rubber was the hit movie of, what, spring 2013 or something like that? Well, like winter 2012? Rubber was one of those movies that was like, it's made to be bad, you know? Like, purposely bad movie. Nice. Miss. No. Make the rim... Why? What? That's so specific. Why? Yeah. No crits is sad news bears. How have you been doing though, Wody? I've been seeing you doing Onimusha Warlords. Do you know Aishma? Yeah. Yeah, I met Aishma at ESA this past year, or this past winter. Yeah, he's a really nice dude. He prides himself on speedrunning samurai games, which is awesome. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Watched his run during GDQ. It was really sweet. Ugh. Oh, full series? That's sweet. Yeah, I know that he does Warlords, but I have never played an Onimusha game, so I don't know the difference between any of them, admittedly. Yeah, Hunaleska was a lot back then. Well, both she was two things, both Nightmare Fuel and every young boy's wet dream. Not every, most boys. They play like they have like tank controls, right? Similar to RE1 and 2, like the early Resident Evil games, right? Or are they not tank controls? Because like RE1 remake, the controls now are like this. Basically RE in feudal Japan. Okay, that's what I thought. Tank in freeform. Okay, that makes sense. Okay, yeah. Most teenagers' wet dream. There you go. How about that? Correct myself and don't engender the thought process.
My baby here.
That's cool. Yeah, this is true. The cutscenes are iconic because you have to watch them over and over again, and eventually you're just a slave to it. What's that? Stockholm syndrome.
I must thank you. So.
Well.
Well.
The final show.
I'm losing like seconds here. I forget which way I'm supposed to go. You run back up this thing so many damn times. Positive one. Yeah, that's just Japanese. That's just Japanese. Like they have weird things like that where like they're obsessed with like their like, you know, first cousins and stuff. I think that's even legal in Japan technically, which is weird. Because you even have like weird like brother sister stuff going on. No, they're related. Yep, they are cousins. First cousins, in fact. It's because he's Riku's brother. He's actually her brother. But he's more brother than brother. You know what I mean? With cowboy boots, a bush light, and weird interest for his cousin. Yeah, that's just like Japanese comedy, though, I think, in some ways. There's one, like... Actually, like, if you know the show Spy X Family, that I've recently been watching, it's the exact same thing. Like, the dude's, like, obsessed with his sister. It's just kind of weird. And there's also an anime that somebody showed me once. I think it's called Beyond the Boundary. Where like one of the main side characters, the deuteragonist, is like, no, I wouldn't say he's a deuteragonist, but sort of like a main side character is like in love with his sister in like a weird way, but she won't date him or something. Yeah, I don't get it either, but you know, hey, like, I don't know, man, it's a cultural thing. You're not getting it. Oh yeah, that was like the second season, wasn't it? When I saw they were fairies, and I was like, nah, I'm out. Like, like cousins are totally fine, man. I think it's used as like a comedic thing more than it is like a serious thing, but at the same time, it's kind of like, you should reconsider some things there, bud. You know what I mean? Really? Kind of freaky. With it being banned even? Like... I don't know, it just seems odd. It is weird, though. Oh, yeah. Like, just sex-related things in general, of course.
I won't go so easy on you next time.
When you realize America was founded by Puritans who thought medieval England was too whatever.
This isn't just a rock, is it? Live and let live.
I mean, they also have the, you know, love hotels and stuff like that.
I'll be right back.
Yeah, Chadley, that's just a rock. Not just a rock, is it? Yeah, dude. Thankfully, it's not as thick as your skull.
I'll be right back.
Oh, yeah, that sounds about right. Oh, was that in Akihabara? That sounds like one of the stores in Akihabara.
Live and let live.
Thank you very much for the follow. I'll have to
Live and let live.
check that out in a second. KO Vacuum Tech, thank you very much.
I'll be right back.
Yep. It was sort of a fan theory that, like, got sort of confirmed in, like, an Ultimania guide, and they were like, yeah, it could be a thing. Sure.
Live and let live.
I don't know. Don't ask. Yeah, it's supposed to be generations after Shinra from 10-2, yep.
Live and let live.
And they sort of made it more canon, because, like, it sort of makes sense from, like, a world-building perspective, but, like, it's not supposed to be, like, they're directly linked anyway. Yes, I'm running a mod that skips all of the basic, like, big story cutscenes and dialogue.
I'll be right back.
Oh, what's up, Mog? How you doing, man? How have your runs been going? We're just gonna be safe. CSR is basically the best mod, though. I'm surprised. Not really surprised, but like they are finishing. That is good. All right, third time's the charm. Hey, let's go. Am I missing Pepe Jam? Oh, no, yes. This is missing Pepe Jam. Gotcha. I was like, wait a minute, I'm pretty sure I have that emote. Gotta wait for this to go forever. But yeah, finishing is better than not finishing. Happy that I finished these 2 runs today. No, it's supposed to be like the opposite. That like the people that landed on the planet, the ancients aren't Albed, basically. The ancients were the people that were already on, is it called on Gaia, right? Yeah, on Gaia. I think tracking's more fun, but it's definitely more stressful. You know, I was tracking this run initially, but then I panic moded and stopped tracking because I didn't have a fish scale. And instead of just switching in Lulu and, you know, resetting, I just hard reset.
I'll be right back.
As I'm getting more used to tracking, I'm enjoying it more. And if I'm thinking about doing another full run this weekend on PC, tracking again, and just hoping.
I won't go so easy on you next time.
But it is a lot. I was actually able to get no encounter armor earlier, but I had a pretty, like, for every good thing that I did like one thing equally bad. So it was very rough. And I should have been much better at it in general. Right in the middle. Yeah, it's like there are a limited amount of seeds in the run. But you can also manipulate the seed you get. Which is what a lot of top runners do. This is a really good nucleus. Holy shit. That was a really good nucleus. Yeah, I literally just like kept walking into them. That was nuts. Yeah. I wish this run was better, because then I would be happier about that. Alright. Yeah, I have Reeker's Overdrive. I don't need anything, so we just... I have All-Rounder, so we're just gonna equip that real quick. Let's see... You're telling me. Been speedrunning for fucking over 8 hours today. Thank you, Vacuum. I really appreciate it. Actually got spare change this time. Pause this run, go pee, and go to bed. It's right here. Don't worry about it. All right. Aid. I'm so bad at finding these. I believe it kind of. I believe in me kind of too. I sort of believe in me. I actually got something that the last 2 runs I've gotten Lulu for what do you call it? Zombie strike weapons, so it'll be nice to have somebody who doesn't who isn't super slow in attacking. Let's go, eject beam. Free 15 seconds of time save. Damn it. I haven't gotten eject beam in like 6 or 7 runs now. Double power wave, and we go. No, it's not. What's up, Jack? How you doing, man? How's Final Fantasy V been treating you?
Yuna!
Nine Fiesta runs? Damn. Quite a bit. Smokey the Bear? That's Willie, that's a lot. Like I'm not kidding. Like that's very aggressive. It didn't exist, you just have to fail every skip. True. That's also very specific. Just say, like, I have a closet right there. I'm kind of scared to look in it. Some like Freddy Fazbear shit. I haven't even played like Five Nights at Freddy's. It's stronger than Bahamut? I mean, who knows, man? Smokey the Bear is also a little bit of a menace, but yeah, look at that. Wow, I saved over like close to a minute just from that nucleus. But not in that order. Anima is stronger than Bahamut. Anima can be Smokey the Bear. Next time I get Anima on a run, I'll name it Smokey. Requested, does Smokey the Bear do the claps at the right time? Called Classic Friends. I have never seen a full episode of Friends, so I know the gonna be this way. That's it, right? I haven't been just like twice. This last one was really good, Jack. Literally, I just like walked backwards and kept stumbling into them. Anima name? You have not told me your Anima Nemesis route. Is it like, you know, like cool dude, like for true gamers only? The banana splits? What the hell is that? I've never heard of that in my life. It skips Chocobo racing? Oh, that's not... Interesting. I don't mind Chocobo racing, honestly. I feel like... that's so specific to say. But yeah. Like the Muppets? Ah, okay. I've also seen... I think I've seen the Muppets at Pirate Island when I was a kid, but I don't know. I have very specific, like, things I watched as a child. Have fun. Well. I mean, I'll do it. Oh, okay. You from the Down Under? Bananas in pajamas? But I don't even know that either. He's more into foot stomps anyhow. Really, I appreciate your dedication to your craft. Also, are you high? Yo, Delis, thank you very much for the follow. Hope you're enjoying this late night shenanigans. Never smoked Scout's Honor. Scout's Honor takes a hit. Hey, thank you very much, Josh, for showing up then. In fact, I'm high right now. Cheers. Lego. Work with the feds. Thank you very much for the GGs, everyone. That was a good way to end the night. Yo, Thar, what's up? Yeah, welcome, Delis. Glad Jade talks well about me, I guess. Easy. Alright, guys, it's been a long night. It's very much so tradition to sing once you get a PB. But if you want to see me sing and burp at the same time, you can... Oh, there you go, speak of that. Aha. Thanks, Loki. Get some sleep. Damn. Yeah, jeez. Ugh. Unless you're from the Down Under and enjoy the rest of your day. Yeah. Good for the GGs, guys. But, not going to sing today, but I did sing on Sunday when I did a full any percent run. So please go check that out if you want to watch me sing. It's all there. I'm going to submit it as well. Yeah. Oh, thanks for the gift sub, Delis. Out of the Colossus. Yeah. Alrighty. That's some good news. That's some good news. But yeah, thanks for the GGs, guys. I gotta stop saying it. Alright. So before the cutscene hits, thanks for hanging out, guys. Quickly. Looking for full degeneracy. Enjoy, Mog. Enjoy. We can join you. Watch all for later. All right. Yeah, I'm gonna send you guys over to who Delis just mentioned, Sunbro Jade. She is a great speedrunner. She's doing Shadow of the Colossus currently. It's a game that I used to speedrun, so I have a lot of good memories with it. I won't be able to stay, but at least say hi, and I'll stay for like a minute or two while I say hi. So Take it easy, guys. Good to see you. What do you call it? On no stream tomorrow. On Friday, I have to work in the morning, so I'm going to be doing Strangers of Paradise in the evening once I get off. Oh, you are correct. Back. Oh, thank you. Oh, God. Oh. Maybe I don't even know if I want to submit this, honestly. it's oh, there's some weird things have happened in this run. Damn it, Wody. I actually forgot to do that for my full any percent. So, all right, there it is.